Hey everyone, welcome back. Okay, so I got a news alert just now that Putin will likely to make nuclear threat if war drags. And that's a big report that came out of Pentagon, and US is now basically saying that Putin is going to come out and make a nuke threat for the West, not for Ukraine, but for the West, which is, of course, we know that US is one of the big enemies of Russia in this whole Russia-Ukraine situation. So now Putin is basically going to make a nuke threat on US and also on the West. This is going to be a game changer because in the past, the history tells us that anytime war has happened, war has prolonged a lot longer than the actual war, or the effect of the war have prolonged a lot longer than the actual war. And we are going to say something, or we are going to see something similar over here too. So I'm going to share this news article and we are going to look at some key points. I'm not going to read the whole article and bore you with it, but then after that, I'm going to talk about how I see the stock market react to news like this. Okay, so on your screen, it says right here, Putin likely to make nuclear threat if war drags, US says right here. Okay, President Putin can be expected to brandish threats to use nuclear weapon against the West if stiff Ukrainian resistance to Russia's invasion continues, draining conventional manpower and equipment, according to the new assessment by the Pentagon's Defense Intelligence Agency. Now, we know that US has been helping Ukraine a lot, and Ukraine, as weak as Putin thought it is, it's not that weak because West is helping Ukraine and they are fighting hard for, of course, their country. And Putin wasn't expecting this. This is weakening Russia in more than many ways because of the sanctions, because of many things that's going on in Russia. These kind of things are weakening Russia and they will be, of course, forced to take unnecessary step. Of course, nuke is not a solution, but if the war keeps on going, Russia cannot be caved into their own invasion that they started thinking that they're going to finish in 3 days. That was literally the timeline for Russia, that they are going to finish the invasion in 3 days. Then after that, it says the combination of Ukrainians' defiance and economic sanctions will threaten Russia's ability to produce modern precision-guided munitions, Berrier said in testimony submitted to the House Armed Services Committee for a hearing on Thursday. As this war and its consequences slowly weaken Russian conventional strength, Berrier added, Russia likely will increasingly rely on its nuclear deterrent to signal the West and project strength to its internal and external audiences. So even though it's just a threat, but we know that Putin has acted very, very irrationally over the last few weeks and few months. And for them to come out and say we are going to use nuke is going to create a fear among the world. And I'm not talking about the stock market. See, life is a lot more than just a stock market, but it's going to create fear in the world. And if that happens, we know what we are going to do as a nation, right? All the nations, UK, US, Australia, everybody is going to get combined and is going to pressure Russia. They're already doing it in terms of sanctions, but I think this is a lot bigger. And I really hope and cross my fingers that it doesn't happen because this is not going to help anyone. Along with that, right here it says, Putin already has announced that he has put Russia's nuclear arsenal on a state of high alert. The Russian embassy in Washington didn't immediately return a request for comment on the Defense Intelligence Agency report. Now, this report came out today. And after the report came out, we know that we are going to see a lot more reaction from other countries on this report. I'm just reading this report to you because I just got this alert and I wanted to share with everyone. But I think by tomorrow morning, we are going to see UK respond to it. We are going to see China respond to it. And we know that President Biden is speaking with Chinese president tomorrow on the Russia and Ukraine situation. So there is a lot that is going to happen. And when the market doesn't know, or I'm talking about market now, but when the market doesn't have a direction, then market goes haywire and market gets really, really volatile. So we are in some unknown territories, and I know tomorrow is triple witching and a lot of options are expiring. Market is going to be volatile to begin with. And that is why I didn't play anything, because these market conditions, you cannot trust a rally or rally for a few days. Unless we get a direction from this war, we are not going to see any relief in the markets. And any rally that we see right now, see, I don't want to sound like a broken record and sound like a bear. I'm not saying that stock market is broken. No, we are going to see huge gains. As a matter of fact, I was doing a research and I saw some reports that some of the stocks, actually 20 of the stocks, are going to gain up to 60% in the next 12 months. And I'm going to bring out those stocks to you one by one by full TA to kind of give you what those stocks are that are poised to gain up to 60% in the next 12 months. So we are not ending our bull run here, but these kind of news adds more volatility in the market, and as short term, the market will go haywire and will go up and down. So again, I just saw this alert and I wanted to share with everyone. Hope you liked today's video. And if you have, please, any input, then do mention in the comments below. What do you think? Will Russia ever use nukes in today's world? I really, crossing my fingers, they do not, because that's not going to be a good thing. And I already heard Bill Ackman saying that, we are already in World War III. I really hope that he's not right, or he's not, correct on this, and he's basically just saying it for the heck of it, because we know that he's a big short. He shorts all the time and makes billions of dollars. But if Russia does uses nuclear weapons with Ukraine in this war, then we are entering World War III, and there is no denying it. And if that happens, my friend, we are in big trouble, because we know what can happen with these modern weapons. So again, my thought that, again, market is going to go crazy for the next few weeks. So stay alert, keep watching, and if you like the content like this, then subscribe to the channel and also hit the like button so we can reach out to more investors and more stock market lovers, is all I can say. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, you all have a sparkling day.